Hi everybody, welcome back to our update on our chickens. We're 2 full weeks in now. They're a little bit older than that, obviously, coming out, but we're at about 2 weeks of having them. Go through some things we've done, some changes, look at the girls, how big they've been getting, and all that stuff and everything. So, getting some stuff. Obviously, right now we're lowering the temperature in the brooder with them. We're shooting for right around 80, no lower than 75 on it. Right now we're reading at 81. So we're trying to keep that temperature right there, get them to regulate their own temperature a little bit better as we go down. Next week we'll be shooting for that 75 to 70 range. We raise the food and water. We have both raised waters in here, hangers now, in the brooder. Raising it up to shoulder height of the smallest one as we go along. Seems like every day that we're raising them up a couple clicks or so on these. The ratchet straps are the best thing to use for this. This way you ain't gotta move them around. These things just clip out. These are the best ratchet straps ever. They're just easily, just move, raise it up. You hold that and you just pull it down on the cord and lower it if you needed to. But awesome ratchet straps in there. I highly recommend them. If you find them, the best. They're retractable ratchet straps is what they are. Lowering, raising that up and everything else. So we got that. Obviously larger feeders in there. Just one of them over there so they can get that. Fill that up. They go through that in about 2 days. A little bit less, a little bit more, it varies, but about 2 days. A full thing they'll go through that where you have to refill it up and everything else. At that height, they barely get anything in there. You can see a few things in there for the bedding and stuff, but not really much at all in there. So it's nice keeping it there. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, so obviously you just keep the smallest chickens shorter height. Same thing with the water. Raising that up, get less debris in there, still get some, but get less. So clean that out about once a day now instead of twice a day. So that helps out a lot for timing and everything. We do have grit in there at all times now in the smaller feeder, just using that. And then they get to choose when they want to get that and everything else. So that's available to them at all times. The growth, actually we'll go over the dust bath real fast. As you see the one in there, one of our golden comet chickens in there. She's the one that loves it the most. You put that thing in there and she goes at it and just loves stretching out and dusting in there and digging. She just goes to town in there. The mix of the dust bath is dirt, sand, and wood ash, and some DE in there. That way it helps get the mites that stay off of them and stuff. Helps them keep themselves clean, and they just love it, especially her. The others get in there a little bit, but she's the main one. She just loves getting in that dust bath. Stretching out and everything else. So we'll try to make it bigger and everything else. You can see them flying around. They love to fly around, look to get out and everything else. They definitely trying to fly, flapping wings more, doing all that and everything else. I do have a scratch pan over here for them to scratch in. It's just feed and grit in there. That's all it is. So they just get in and scratch a little bit and everything else.
Put a couple mealworms in there today.
And we throw mealworms in there also.
Just to get them more active.
Just to get them active and getting in there and everything else and give them a little treat. We give mealworms every so often. They love all that stuff and everything else. Obviously you can see we added the net to it because they're trying to fly. The one just jumped. They get on the feeders and stuff all the time, getting up and looking and everything else. We got a couple that are really adventurous, trying to get out and everything. So the net is to protect, to make sure they don't get out and we don't find them all over the garage while they're in the brooder here. So that's why the net's here. Kind of go over the growth of them and everything like that. See if I can get one that wants to come to me. She's the one that usually comes. She'll come sit right up on me. Just get right up there. So this is one of our Americanas. Getting quite big. She's going to fight me here a little bit, show her off. Nice thick legs now. They're growing really good. Getting a nice thick strong legs. Can hold up themselves up really good. You can see her wings. Getting beautiful wings in. Starting to molt a little bit. Feathers are falling out. Getting other stuff in. I know. You're going to show off. Oh, calm down. Okay. You're done showing off? All right. She's done showing off. But yeah, they're all getting nice strong legs. That's the one Americana. Show you a red. She's getting really nice thick legs. She's got that good thick legs there. Huh? Don't you? Yeah. The wings really. I know you don't like me messing with your wings. Wings getting good. Good tail feathers. They're growing really good. Seem like they get taller every day. So really, really good growth on all of them. Huh? Show yourself to the camera. There you go. Yeah. Get on camera. There you go. Yep, getting really good. Thick legs. Get an Austral up here. Hi. Yeah, really good thick legs. They got some black in their legs, obviously. Everything like that. Big toes. Got good cones all coming in on all of them. Really good on their up there. They're all molting, getting more and more feathers in. She's not gonna let me show her wings very well here, but wings, really good wings on all of them. Fat tail feathers, really good. Cones good on them. They're all growing up really good and strong. There. Put you back in. The goldens, as you see, are over there and everything else. They got a lot of red feathers coming in on them, getting the redness into them. Really good cones, really good tail feathers on all of them. Yeah, they're all doing well.
And tell them about their field trip to the coop.
Oh yeah, my wife is taking them on field trips a couple times this week. Taking them into the coop, just the run. Move this up, she stopped playing with it. Just into the run area of the coop and everything else, so they get kind of used to it. They get out in the grass and everything else. We put food and water out there for them as well. They love being out in the coop, taking their field trips. Now they don't fight as much when we put them in our transportation cooler to transport them out there. They don't fight as much. They go in, they're happy, and then our cat goes out and watches them. They love going out there, getting some time outside, getting used to that and everything. So when we move them out there, it won't be a foreign concept when they're living out there full time, which would be good. What else? Oh, the good old chicken stick. All huddled in this corner over here, like it was something's gonna attack them. So we took it out. We did put a clump of it in there to try to get them to eat it, but they didn't have any interest in it or anything else. So we'll try to introduce that again later on. So maybe they won't be so scared of it. But they love all this food and the scratch and everything else that we just put in here. See if anybody else wants to come up. Girls, give me some pets. Yeah. They get feisty and run around and everything else, but they're always looking. You can see this Americana, she's just looking up, trying to get out. They love the roosting bar. All of them set on it at all times. Obviously right now not many of them because we just put in the dust bath for them, the scratch. So they love getting in there and getting there. But they're zooming. They fast little girls sometimes. You can get them to move. They'll start running. Honest. They love my ring. They love to peck at my ring. The pecking doesn't hurt. Don't be afraid of that, obviously. It don't hurt at all. They're just trying to find something to eat at all times. They're eating and growing big. They're doing great. Combs, chest feathers are all coming in good. Haven't any issues with any of them. Fingers crossed. For all 20 chickens so far, good growth, good health on all of them. Everything else, so hopefully we don't lose any, but keep feeding and watering them, get them to grow. Next week, obviously, we'll get that temperature down a little bit more. right now, obviously fall season is the hardest one to probably regulate the temperature because it fluctuates so much. You'll have 86 days and then 60-degree weather days. So you got to really monitor that temperature. That's the reason why we got that thermometer in there. And then we do give them sunlight with the garage door open and shut it off sometimes when it gets hot. Just let the natural heat take care of itself and shut the heat lamp off. So yeah, that's about it on the update of the full 2 weeks. It's amazing the growth that they do in 2 weeks time frame. They do excellent growth. I'm hoping by week 4 to week 5 that we get them out into the coop full time. So that's the goal we're going for before winter hits too bad and everything else. And then we'll take you a tour on the coop and everything as well. Thanks for checking in on our videos. If you could, like, subscribe, comment. You can help us out. We appreciate it. So we'll talk to you next time.